Hi, and welcome to Transversal Tutorials. Today, we're going to be taking a look at zone lists. Now, to get to your zone list directory, simply go to Configuration, Lists and Zones, and then Zone Directory. In here, you do have the ability to create a new zone listing, where you can enter in a title for your new zone list. Once you've created this new zone list, it will appear on the left-hand side here. So if we have a look at our example zone list on the left-hand side here called Pricing Zones version 2.1, you'll be able to see that I have three buttons on the right-hand side. Not only do I have a description, I can see who it's created by, but I can also go into editing the zones and suburbs. I can download the zones, which will show the zones along with the suburbs that are applicable to said zones, and I can download the missed suburbs. So any suburbs that are not selected against any zones in the list. If I go to Edit Zones and Suburbs, we will be able to see on the left-hand side, I have Zone 1 as well as Zone 2. Now, Zone 1 here, if I go to by suburb, should be applicable to Maitland. Now, Maitland here, as you can see, is selected yes on the left-hand side, but you can also see that it has a current zone, Zone 1. Now, to get these zones to apply to these suburbs, we can also set a postcode range. So I could say from 40 to 1000 would be the Sydney range, and that would then apply all of the suburbs underneath those postcode range to be in zone 1. Within these zone names on the left-hand side, I can set an AKA or a short name as well. And you can also see that you have the selected option. Now to add in the zone list via an import, you can simply select new zones and then go import zones. Now what importing the zones will do is it will allow you to go to your mapping here, and it will allow you to map in accordance with your file. Now, since I've exported my list from Transvirtual, I don't have a first row to ignore, which would usually be headers. I'm not doing a complete fresh zone import, and I am not excluding any postcode rules. So what I'll do is I will select the zone name. Then I'll select a short name, suburb, date, and then postcode. So all I then need to do is select my file from this drop down here, select the CSV, and then select import. Now, as you can see, we've got these two new zones here. These two new zones have one suburb against them. We'll be able to see that Zone 3 has Melbourne applied to it, and Zone 4 has Sydney. This is in accordance with the list here that I have in this CSV. As you can see, this is my zone name, my short name, my suburb, my state, and my postcode. And that is a basic overview on how to edit your zone lists as well as import. Thank you for watching.